Yo, 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 what's good? It's your boy Wilson. You watching EmceeTV The Podcast, coming at you live from EmceeTV Studios in Des Moines, Iowa. As always, with me, my bro.
This your boy Big Ray West, B-I-double-G, representing the west side of Des Moines, Iowa, not to be confused with the west coast and they know.
I'm just dropping it on the Facebook page here, trying to get a little love up in here.
Oh,
Uh,
really?
Bada bing, there we go. Man, I'm feeling pretty good today. We're gonna have a short and sweet one. Ray got a prior engagement. I got a prior engagement, so um, we got to get off and go do things. But we're gonna get up in here. We're gonna talk some hip hop today.
All right, shit, let's talk some motherfucking hip-hop today, man. Let's talk DJ Quik.
DJ Quik is in the motherfucking house.
Hello.
All right, I'll let you kick it off then, bro.
So the photo comes in, Aaron J. Thornton via Getty Images. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Aaron J. Hello. And the headline reads, DJ Quik seems to diss Drake with edited Iceman cover art. Okay. Everyone from fans to critics of Drizzy, hold up. Everyone from fans to critics to Drizzy's industry peers has something to say about him, not only releasing his anticipated Iceman album, but dropping 3 records, including Habidi and Maid of Honor. Critics haven't been kind, although Drake loyalists are standing 10 toes down in support of one of Toronto's most famous entertainers. As expected, Drake delivered a few lyrical jabs to those he's had beef with, or others he felt had abandoned him during his highly publicized beef with Kendrick Lamar. While the rap icon did target K. Dot on wax, Drake faced criticisms that he was answering Lamar's takedown just a little too late. The West Coast rallied behind Kendrick at the height of his beef with Drizzy, and it looks like Compton native DJ Quik is still drawing a line in the sand. DJ Quik isn't feeling Drake's latest releases. The cover of Drake's Iceman shows his hand throwing up a 6 while wearing a rhinestone glove reminiscent of Michael Jackson. Many interpreted this as Drake acknowledging that he's as big as one of the greatest entertainers ever to be in the industry. He's broken records held by the late icon, with his fans comparing their careers to determine who is the greatest of all time. Many social media users recreated the cover, and DJ Quik added his name to the mix. However, it was clear that he wasn't feeling Drizzy's latest, as his version removed the sparkly glove and replaced it with ears of corn. It didn't take long for the internet to notice that Quik was hinting that he thought Drake was a cornball or corny, and critics joined in on the jeering. Still, Drake's fans clapped back, defending the hitmaker at all costs. Check out Quik's post below. So it's essentially the same sign, but it's made of corn.
We got the image on the page right now, so
Okay.
they can see it. It's I mean, he's taking shots at the man. He's taking shots.
He didn't make the fucking post. He just shared it, right?
Yeah, no, he agreed with it though, right? I mean, he did say, "Yep."
Shit.
Yeah, and he's entitled to an opinion.
There it is. Okay, talk to me. Shit. You know
Yeah,
what I
he's
mean?
entitled.
Hey. And then, shit, nigga, that's K Dot. Quickest from Compton. The fuck we talking about? I mean, of course he's gonna repost that.
Well, and it might not even have had nothing to do with the music. He might have just had some feelings about him comparing himself to Michael or whatever. You know what I mean? With the glove and whatnot.
All
He
the
might,
above.
yeah, 'cause he's from that generation where he could have been like,
Yeah.
man, come on now. There was one. Don't be throwing shade on the great.
All the above, man. And that's just the beautiful thing about life and rap talk and everything in general. Everything is subjective, man. Everybody has opinions, and you can argue and argue. A lot of people feel this way, a small amount of people feel this way, or half and half, or whatever. It's just all speculation, man. However people feel.
Yeah.
You got people that'll ride with Drake and defend that he is better than Mike. He broke his records, and the numbers say it, so how can he not? You got those type of people, and then you got the type of people that I was there with Michael Jackson. I seen the reactions, and it's nowhere near the same. Like, it's wild.
Yeah. Yep. It's all subjective, just like you were saying. I agree 100%. Yeah. Okay. So you've heard the new record. Did you listen to all 3 of them?
No, I heard Iceman though.
Okay. And now, what were your thoughts on it? I didn't get a chance to dig into it yet. I told you I would, and I will, but I just haven't.
Yeah, for sure. not being a Drake guy, let me start this off by saying this. Okay. The man dropped 3 albums, probably over 40 songs, 45, 50 songs. Okay. For somebody to have a strong opinion or critique those songs in the way that I seen people doing within 24 hours of all 3 of those albums dropping, like that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like to have an honest, in-depth opinion of 50 fucking songs in 24 hours. Like you're lying, dog. You didn't get that shit no chance. So I want to say that I didn't digest all 3 of the albums. I only played Iceman, and I played Iceman twice, fully back to back twice. Okay, and
So you gave it
it's
some
not.
love. That's a fair consumption.
Yeah, I'm not a Drake guy. Everybody know that, but I'm obligated to hear the music because I play music at parties and bars, and you know what I'm
He said the only Drake I mess with is a diner.
saying. Hello, no, but I slapped Iceman, and it's not for me. I added maybe 2 or 3 songs to my list. I could probably look right now at my playlist and tell you exactly what songs that I did like from that album because it was that recent.
Now, do you think? I think public opinion has something to do with it too, right? Like if you were on the fence with a song and then everybody comes out and says that this song is phenomenal, and then you're kind of like, well, I guess I just might not have heard it right. And so people do kind of tend to lean with the bandwagon a little bit, I think.
Okay, look, it looks like I liked one. It was "Make Them Pay."
Make them pay. Now, do
Make
you
them
feel like
pay.
is this more of a singing album or is he rapping?
There's a lot of beat changing. Okay, there's a lot of like it feels like bonus songs. You know what I'm saying? Because it'll play one beat and he's giving you a song, and then the beat will, and it'll be a completely different beat. So it's like a whole nother song type of shit. There's a lot of that in the album. I appreciate some of it, but it seems like there's too much of that for me going on. Uh, it's slow. Like the BPM is slow. I'm talking about probably in the 50s for the majority of the
Oh, damn.
record. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, so for folks
uh,
that are just tuning in, we talking about this new Drake album, Iceman.
Iceman specifically, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a slower album. It starts off slow, like the intro's like a fucking 5-6 minute song. But it's I don't know. It's not for me though. I'll say that.
Okay.
It's not for me though. But I understand the Drake fans. He probably giving them what they needed and what they've been craving.
Yeah. I'm
I'm
gonna have
not.
my son with me tonight, so I might jam it with him and then see if I can't rip through the album.
I'm not in a position ears wise to say that he's fell off or anything like that because I don't know. I only know the commercial hits.
Right.
You know.
I've always been opposed to him just because a long time ago they said he don't write most of his shit, and so that was kind of my like whether it was good music or bad music. I was just like, well, that's you more of an entertainment at that point, and then a creative. You know what I mean? Like you're creating
Yeah,
something, but you're not
but he's
you
not an MC. He's not a
right,
rapper.
right. And so that
He's
was
an artist.
that
So
was
I don't look at him like that. But my bad.
no, you're good, you're good. That was my issue with it. And then the homie that I work with, my dude Eli, um, he's a big Drake fan, and so he said he didn't really care for any of the albums. He said I checked them all out, and I wasn't really messing with it. I said, bro, how wild would this be? I told him, me and you had the agreement. We were both going to try and jam the record. I said, man,
Yeah.
how wild would it be if I listened to this shit and all of a sudden I'm like, damn,
Hey,
I
Cuddy's
like
hot.
Drake.
Cuddy's hot. Bro.
That's my shit. Because
I
this
don't know
whole
that you
time,
would say it. I don't know that you would say it.
I'd own that shit. I fall on the spirit, but I mean, I'm just all this whole time I've been like, man, I don't know, but yeah,
On everything,
I'm gonna
man.
peep it out. I'm gonna try and jam it tonight. Is there basketball on tonight?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
yeah, maybe I won't get through it tonight, but I'll try and fuck with it. I'm writing this new
Yeah.
record, so I better not be listening to too much Drake. I come out singing on this shit with Bazaar and the homie Marv One.
Let's talk about that. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about that. So,
so
what do we got going on here?
so the series of events that kind of went down. Let me turn off this Drake graphic. So the series of events basically was I had been toying with this beat. I kept kind of building on it. I even laid some bars on it, and then I was like, okay, that's kind of cool. And then I was like, let me see what folks are thinking of the beat first. You know what I mean? Like I caught the tempo and I knew what I wanted to do with it a little bit. And so then I sent you the beat. I sent Frank Make the beat. I sent it to Tremaine, just a handful of industry folks that are homies to try and get a vibe from it. And you gave me some of the quickest and best feedback. And I'll let you say what you thought of it after you heard it.
You tell them. It's your story.
Okay. So I sent Ray the beat, and I think Ray said, "You know who you should get on that? You should get Bizarre on that." And I was like, okay. I've always wanted to work with Bizarre. You know what I mean? I tried reaching out to him a while back, and we weren't able to link up and make it happen. So I said, okay. So I circled back around this time. I shot him an email, got an email response back pretty quickly, and so we kind of started talking. This was Monday afternoon was when we kind of set it off. But then I had to go to work. And as I was working throughout my shift, I'd duck out and go firing back an email. And you know what I mean? We kind of had the ball moving a little bit. We were discussing things and trying to make it happen. I sent him the beat, and I take that back. The beat didn't get sent till the next morning. So this went on into the evening. And so eventually
for the record, what did you call that instrumental?
So originally it started off as it was called Halloween.
Okay.
And I didn't want the name of it to try and persuade his direction with it. So I changed it before I sent it to him. Cause I was like, damn, I don't want him to write I'm like, I'd have been cool if he wrote a Halloween verse, but I didn't want to change his perspective. So I just called it Midwest when I sent it to him. I was like,
should have got that funk flex bomb when you said that. There it is.
There we go. But I didn't want to persuade his view of the record when I sent it to him. But he did ask me. He said, "What's the theme? Where are we going with it? Is there any verses on it or anything yet?" And I said, I said the homie Marv One and I were going to do a record together. So I tapped in with Marv and asked him if he would jump on this one because I had one in the chamber with him, and I was going to do this other fire ass beat that I got that I love. But I ended up just putting that one away because everybody was like, "Yo, this one's that beat," yeah. And so as things progressed, we ended up working out the details. We're gonna go out to Detroit. We're gonna film a music video. Bizarre is gonna do the hook, and Marv and I are two MCs that are set to be on the track. But that's not necessarily locked in. We could maybe add a third one if things worked out the right way. So, but for now, it's me and Marv.
That's hard, man.
Well, and you had a crucial role in this because I didn't hear that on there. I mean, I did, but I didn't. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And man, hey, man, sometimes, man, we just spark the mind a little bit. Somebody else sparked the motherfucking mind that changed the planet type shit, man. That's all I did.
Yeah.
Just, played the Flint in a second. You know what I'm
saying? And the cool part of it was I started thinking, and maybe Biz even see this, but I started thinking, I was like, I've been a fan of this man's music since I was in high school. You know what I mean? And I was looking around. I'm like, all this D12 memorabilia and stuff I got up in here. I'm like, man, I might need to round this. I'm gonna need a U-Haul show up. Be like, hey, bro, would you sign a couple things for me?
All right, now, shit. At least, at least 2 are free. You know,
7, 10, 15.
That's what I mean. You do math. You do the math. You do the math, man. Shit. But no, that's a beautiful thing, to see Des Moines roots, you know what I'm saying, showing growth in other cities and other states. Man, I always salute that and always commend that, especially when it's somebody that loves the culture and respects the culture. And I feel like you're definitely one of those rare guys that actually love and respect the culture. I feel like it's genuine.
I appreciate that, dog.
The people that I know that know you, so I do homework, so I'm going to ask about you. I'm like, what the fuck you know about him? Tell me some dirty shit about this motherfucker. Nah. I ask around. I do homework of people in the, that know motherfuckers. And, I always want to know that people that I fuck with, other people feel the same way. They got the same vibes, and your name is always good. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to hip hop related shit, and that's solid, bro.
I appreciate that, homie. My bad. My son had just texted me. He said he's done early, but I said, you got to give me a minute. We podcasting. He said, get you another set in with them weights. Yeah. But yeah, no, I appreciate that. I know you do your homework. That's for sure. But that's cool. And matter of fact, even CP said that the other day. I saw that on a reel. He said when Ray and I do something and he brings somebody new to the table that we're gonna work with, Ray will send 10, 15 links and he'll go, you know what I mean? This is the dude we're bringing to the table. This is the vibe. You know what I mean? Let's make it mesh.
Yep. Shout out to CP, man. Hey, I call him the golden voice, man. Hey, that boy could sing, man. And he can write his own shit, mix and master, and he's quick. So that's why me and him got so much shit together in a short span, because he works like I work. You know what I'm saying? Like when I got it, when I feel it, we got to do it now. I got to stop it right now. Like, he sent me a motherfucking beat and I already got a hook on it. It's like, I can't even do nothing else until I get this done now, because it's that hot to me. You know what I mean? And he's the same way, bro. I'll send him a motherfucking concept with a beat, and I'm telling you, like, half an hour later, man, I got a rough draft. Like, so what do you think of this melody and how I'm doing this and that?
That's dope.
I'm like, man, shut up. You know that's just hot as fuck, fool.
I heard y'all might have a new track coming called Propaganda.
You know what I'm talking about? It's just like that. Just like that, bro. You feel me? And also on that note, motherfucking May 25th, Stay Unified featuring CP, Test One, and Marcel P. Black, produced by Tremaine from Straight Vodka, dropping on all platforms. You know what I'm saying? It's like that.
That's dope. Hell yeah, I'm ultra excited for that one. I didn't know much about Marcel P. Black until you brought him to the table, and then I tapped in on him, and he got bars. He's holding it down for what, Tulsa, Oklahoma City?
Yeah, he's out there in Tulsa right now. Is it Tulsa? Probably Tulsa. He's in Oklahoma, I know that for sure. But he's from Louisiana.
Okay.
And yeah, so, and he's pro-black, you know what I'm saying? Everything he do is, you know what I'm saying, power to the people type shit, but, you know, in a peaceful fashion. So shout out to Marcel P. Black. He just dropped his brand new album called Black Love. That's on all platforms right now too.
I was trying to it looks like that came out April 3rd. I was trying to find his where he resides at. Okay, Oklahoma City. Well,
Okay, so,
I guess that's where this show is at. That's not necessarily indicative of where he stays at.
Hey, he's an orthodox shit. All you gotta say is OKC, Marcel. They know what's going on.
Looks like you can find him in Seattle June 5th.
He's going on tour right now, dog. Like, independent.
Okay.
Like, man, Cuddy be putting in the work, man. He's a globetrotter, and that's just beautiful. I wanna get into shit like that. You know what I'm saying? My kids they're almost done. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna be able to have a little more free time to do some more independent touring.
Yeah. I'm gonna flash the email real quick. Don't be sending me no dick pics. But I'm gonna give y'all my email because we trying to put together a tour. And so if you got a spot in the Des Moines area and you'd like to see Ray come out and rock your city, I'm sorry, not the Des Moines area. Des Moines to work. But if you got an idea, we're open to that. But I'm sorry, in the Iowa area, we putting something together. So if you got some suggestions, you know, a dope spot in your city that we could come through and rock, you could drop me an email because I'm gonna be trying to help orchestrate this, and we'll see if we can't put something together. But yeah, we got that on the horizon coming up soon, so we're definitely gonna try and make something happen in that category.
Yeah, man. It should be a beautiful thing, man. We're trying to border hop in Iowa. You know, do something for strictly Iowa. Hit some cities that we haven't been to, man. We know Iowa's way bigger than Des Moines, you know, so we want to give love to our other Iowans, our other natives. We want to visit your city and let y'all rap, and we want to rap with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Shit, let's rap together. You know what I'm talking about?
Kyler Tobias just told me about a new spot they got jumping off in Ankeny. And so we might be able to get you on that coming up here real soon. We'll discuss that off camera, but he said Thursday nights they got a spot cracking in Ankeny. So we'll see.
A-Town.
yeah, we'll see what's popping out over there.
A-Town if you're nasty.
You know what I'm saying? All right, so this next one got a little bit of speculation. I'm gonna go ahead and kick this one off because we are running a little short on time. I'm gonna go ahead and bring it in. We're gonna discuss it. So I wasn't privy to this. This is a couple of weeks old, but it came up because there was some speculation about this topic. I'm gonna go ahead and bring it in. So this is a screenshot from 50 Cent's Instagram where he is saying the caption is Hulu wins in a bidding war against Stars, Netflix, and Apple for my new doc. Let's go GLG, Green Light Gang, and then PH Live NYC. It says Hulu pays $75 million for 50 Cent documentary after bidding war. Intense streaming bidding war, biggest doc deal in years. So I'll give you a little background before I read the article here. But basically, I saw a video the other day, and a streamer was, and I don't, the fella looked like he has some views, so I'm assuming he got some merit. I don't necessarily keep up with all these fellas that got a streaming channel, and so I would not be the best to comment on whether this fella is somebody or not. But regardless, he was speculating on whether the get together at let me switch graphics here real quick. The get together that we saw over the weekend, last week, of Eminem, 50 Cent, and Paul Rosenberg at game 5 of the Detroit series? Either way. Oh, shit. It's crashing on me here. There we go. Okay. Don't crash. So this graphic that I'm pulling up now is a picture of M50 and Paul Rosenberg all hanging out together at a Detroit Pistons game. This get together didn't seem like it provoked too much to me, other than M's a supporter and he brought the homies with him to a game, and Paul's from Detroit as well. But this dude speculated that it was a soft launch to gauge the public's reaction to whether they would be receptive or not to this new stuff that I guess 50 and M have been in the studio working. Several different outlets have alleged to have heard. And so they were testing the waters, basically, is what one dude said. Another person in the caption said that they thought it was 50 getting his name out there because he got this new doc coming. So that's what this article goes in to say. This is from Deadline.com. It came out April 7th, so it's a little behind, but it says it's an exclusive on April 1st. 50 Cent teased his social media followers that Hulu was paying $75 million for a new doc, and that the rapper beating out Stars, Netflix, and Apple. Giving the timing, it was clearly an April Fool's Day joke, right? Not entirely, it seems. Deadline understands that the Disney-owned streamer has, in fact, greenlit a new documentary series about the man born Curtis Jackson. The 3-part series will tell Jackson's story from starting out in Queens, getting shot by 9 bullets, and becoming one of the most successful rappers in the world, selling more than 30 million records. Per the logline, the definitive documentary will chronicle the evolution of 50 Cent from the streets of Queens to global cultural dominance. There's more to the article than that, but Ray, what are your thoughts on this?
So you said a lot of things. Let me talk about, most recently the Hulu thing. Okay. Hulu pays $75 million for a 50 Cent documentary. I mean, shit, that's obviously amazing for Curtis. That's a big W. To transition out of the music industry into making movies and, making TV shows and shit like that, and to be successful and to have companies bidding to get your services, like, I say that's beyond successful. So congratulations to him for that. It's mega hustle, you dig?
Yeah.
As far as him and Eminem doing an album, like, I'd be interested only because it's from my era. 2 MCs from my era that were dominant in my era. But I would say it's fucking 15, 20 years too late. Like, we should have got this in the prime, bro. Like these collabs, like, and y'all was on the same label. That's when we should have got this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, when he was Shady Aftermath and he just dropped the first album or the second album, and like, when everybody was still together, that's when you dropped the fucking Eminem and 50 Cent album and fucking Total World Domination. You feel me? Not 20 years later when Eminem is sizzled off. You know, obviously he can drop an album and it's going to be successful because he's at that stature in the game now. But point is, they're not at their peak right now.
Sure.
And I think they could have capitalized way better. You know, but it'll probably do whatever. If it did happen, it would probably be successful just because you know Eminem's attached to a 50 Cent. They're still juggernauts in the rap game name wise, and it's a win-win for them.
I think that they're, yeah, you know what I mean? I think they could definitely jump right back into it and make waves for sure. There's a fan base out there that's checking for them.
Yeah.
You know, I know people have said a lot of shit about 50 lately because 50 likes to kick the beehive and stir things up a little bit. And so, you know, there's been some folks that have said 50's washed up. He ain't rapping no more. He's doing movies, whatever. I think to count him out is wrong. I think that I would
Why
not.
do you want to rap though? Like, why would you want to rap if like the checks? Unless you actually absolutely love it, you
Right.
know. Unless you absolutely love it, like I don't know. 50 seems like you know he loved it at one time. He got what he could get from the game, and now you know I don't need that part of the game anymore. You
You think
know.
it was more of a means to an ends?
Yeah, perhaps.
It got
You
him
know,
out the hood, and he paid the dues. He's gone. I'm on to bigger and better things.
about the money, you know, and shit. I don't know, man, but maybe he does love it. Maybe for all we know, he's recording in his home studio all the time.
I
You
was
know?
okay. So that's a good question. If could you just walk away like that? Like
No,
if you got hella
nope,
paid, you hit the lottery
nope,
tomorrow.
nope, nope. It's in me. It ain't on me. This
Yeah.
is what I do. You know what I'm saying? If I don't record and write songs, I go crazy. That's how you know what I'm saying. That's how I stay so cool duty because I have a beautiful outlet. I have a home. I've had a home studio. Fortunate to have a home studio for the last 15, 20 years of my life. So I've never had to pay for studio time. So I
It
feel
is a
like
blessing. It is
I
a
feel like
blessing to
music
have
has
that.
kept me out the streets, man, out of all bullshit. Like I got an in-home outlet, like,
Yeah.
and a lot of rappers can't say that. So I know I'm blessed to have that.
As somebody that's learning the ins and outs more and more of engineering and recording and how that all works, you know what I mean? I've been rapping for a long time, but not in the booth, you know what I mean? There
Yeah,
was very little of that. And that whole procedure and that way of life is completely different. And so as I'm entering this foreign world, if I had to pay somebody for the time that I spend in here trying to figure shit out and trying
think
to
about that.
multiple takes and shit like that, at this point it's just hard drive space, which that could get expensive. But nowhere near what it costs to pay somebody else to handle this business.
Doc, this occupation is one of the most expensive. The overhead is insane, and the turnaround is next to nothing. Like you don't you don't you don't get into rap music to be rich. I'll tell you that. You probably don't even get into music to be rich. Not just rap. You don't even want to be a musician. If you're in it to get rich, don't do this shit. I'll tell you that, bro. For real.
I
Cause
think the best analogy to that is like there's I couldn't tell you the number of players in the NFL, but it's almost the number of players in the NFL versus the number of people that own a team in the NFL. Because just getting to be a player in the NFL is ultra elite, but to own a team and make money off of it is a whole different you know what I mean,
yeah,
whole fewer category. And
yeah,
that's the people that are actually making money off of some music. You
yeah,
can
dog. I
there's
mean,
people
you
that
could go ahead.
I was just gonna say there's people in Nashville that are probably making a comfortable living, getting to rock
Yeah,
country bars, and they can hop from 50, 60 different bars on a regular. But the people that are fat paid, retired money, you know what I mean, is a very few group, I would say.
yeah. People that I'm talking about rich, wealthy. You know what I'm talking about? Like big bread off of music. You know, like that is rare, bro. Unless you like a ultra dumb superstar type shit. But you can make money to survive, you know. I imagine that, you know, independently there's rappers surviving and, you know, they're ahead in life and things are okay. They're not stressed out type shit, but I wouldn't say, you know, in my opinion, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if they're rich off of rap independently or wealthy off of rap independently, but maybe they are. It
Yeah.
just seems hard to do, especially in today's age. Maybe they got old rap money.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Maybe they got old rap money. Because if you getting rich today in the streaming age, man, you a bad motherfucker, doggy.
The homie High Def was breaking down some behind the scenes stuff from Unconventional Kings. He was
Shout out to Unconventional Kings.
real talk. They some very talented folks out of Arizona that are putting on for It Goes Up Entertainment right now, and he's always posting dope information and really putting people up on game. So much love to High Def, but I was peeping out some of his stuff today, and he was kind of talking about his deal and how he got a similar deal to what Jelly Roll got, and some other folks, you know what I mean, through Trav and Tech at Strange Music, and I didn't realize this, but his deal is essentially he owns the masters, and I hope I get all of this as accurate as possible. But his deal was he owns all of his masters. He pays for the music videos and things like that, and he gets distribution through them to help get things to a wider audience. And he gets some touring assistance and different things through Strange Music. But at the end of the day, he's got to foot the bill to pay for the music videos and pay for beats and things like that. And so that's how he kind of orchestrated his deal. And he felt like that was, the what he wanted to do with it. But so interestingly enough, what he said was today, one of the first people that congratulated him when he signed his deal was The Rock. And so to me, that's if people like him are taking notice of you, that's a hell of a pat on the back. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
that's a level of success.
Man, absolutely, man. I wanted to squeeze this little quick article in. I know we're pressed for time,
Oh
but
yeah, let's do it.
no, you don't got this one though.
Okay.
You don't got this one. This one comes in via Seventh World Brands. Okay, uh, West Coast heavyweight CML just made a major power move officially, signing with Strange Music, widely respected as the biggest independent label in hip hop history. This is legendary for the city and for independent rap culture as a whole. Strange Music built an empire without needing the time machine and helped create icons like Tech Nine, King ISO, and Chris Calico. CML been stamped in the streets and in Northern California culture for years with a loyal fan base, authentic storytelling, and one of the most respected names to ever come out of Sacramento. No gimmicks, no industry fabrication, just real presence and consistency. Now, with Strange Music Machine behind him, this could open the door to a whole new level of nationality. Nationally. Nationality.
Either way.
That yeah, that comes in via Seventh World Brands on Instagram. Seventh World Brands. So, Steve, what are your thoughts on CML signing to motherfucking Strange Music?
That's massive. That's massive. I mean, I think that this is a big opportunity for him to get his music out to an even wider audience. That's somebody for Tech to have on tour to rock the stage with himself and King ISO and Joey Cool and the rest of the squad. And
Yeah.
it's just another opportunity for Strange Music and the CML squad to take it to the next level.
Yeah, man, that's a huge win for motherfucking Big Bank Hank, heavyweight Hank, you dig? I never would have seen it coming. I never would have seen it coming, to be honest. Like, uh, CML's CML super gangster rap. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, and that's not typically the route Strange goes. They like a more. I feel like they like a more in-depth artist. Not to say he doesn't have depth, but his specialty is gangster rap. Okay, um, but I feel like Strange Music likes a little more storytelling and a little more artistry. You know what I'm saying? A little more melodies, like Stevie Stones and lyrical wordsmiths and choppers. So for them to bring in CML, that's a different look, and I think that's awesome, man. Sacramento is winning with Strange Music, man. They got X rated over there still too, so that's like what?
Yeah.
Like shout out to Sacramento, man, and shout out to motherfucking heavyweight Hank, and yeah,
And that's got to say something about the work he's been putting in the game for a while. You know what I mean? For somebody of the caliber of Strange Music to take notice and go, hey, we'd like to offer you an opportunity. You know what I mean?
Lavish D was going crazy, dog, with them YouTube videos, man, and he wasn't signed to a label. Like, he was just uploading the shit on his own YouTube, like doing crazy fucking numbers. So he built a following, man, and it's organic, you know. He
Yeah.
had all them issues with Mozzie and all that crazy shit. So, the fans was juicing all that bullshit up, man. And he had a name. He has a name.
Yeah. No, that's dope. That's dope. On that note, I got one little deal to flash on the screen before I got to cut. I scored this from M80. He was down in Australia, and he had a limited edition gold bars. I'm sorry, Grail bars, 360 chamber Grail bars that I scored from M80. So big ups to M80 for
Capadonna and Stu Bangers.
Yeah, for big M80 having that available. But yeah, Concerned Citizen said, y'all keep spreading that music knowledge. Salute, bro.
Appreciate you. Appreciate you, family. Appreciate you.
Hell yeah, I appreciate him. He been in here the last couple of podcasts. I think you told me who that was, but you might have to tell me again off air. I can't quite remember who that is.
Right.
But on that note,
tell you right now, he's not a Wolves fan.
Oh, yep, I heard that. I heard that last time. He was cheering against me. Cheers hurt my
And he's
soul.
not an OKC fan.
Ouch.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, as always, man, I appreciate everybody jumping on here. I gotta go slide and go pick up my shorty. But thank you very much for everybody watching and sharing. The podcast is still going crazy, y'all. We got almost 10,500 subs. There have been a lot of people that have been tapping in to watch this with us and supporting. I can't say enough, man. This is what you guys are, who we do this for.
Hello.
So thank you so much. Until next time, it's your boy Wilson for EmceeTV.
This your boy Big Ray West, B-I-double-G, representing the west side of Des Moines, Iowa, not to be confused with the West Coast and they know.
And we out, y'all. Peace.
Known to snatch a piece or two. Y'all can't take over cause we gon' eat the you. Rock steady like a ginger brought Aretha through. This shit torture and I'ma keep feeding you. On that East Coast shit, y'all better duck down. Price on his dome, 5 on it like yuck mouth. When the plug get knocked, that's when the price jumps. American Nightmare, that's where the Spice One. Rappers running like Ricky in the alleyway. Putting an end to the week, no Saturday. They want static, get it shaking like Cassius Clay. Passionate thugs mixing Douce with Alizé.
Don't play with us. Them moves ain't got you safe enough. Yelling fuck them like Smokey off the angel dust. My life so real, sounds like I made it up. Been up so long, I don't remember waking up. Dangerous, softer than a razor's touch. We hit that strip and get the cake up. God hate ugly, so ain't no saving us. Been up so long, I don't remember waking up.